And we're back. Okay, so I left off talking about the fact that when you see imagery, um, and there's certain things, one as a parent, I want to word my words. I want to say this the correct way so it doesn't sound like I'm victim blaming. But we have to be aware that the spiritual world is real. And so when you see certain imagery, when there are certain things said or put out and you see it but you don't caution yourself, or you're basically at a crossroads at that point, and it is your choice whether you want to move forward or not. Every step forward is basically saying I agree. So with that being said, with the known imagery and all the creepiness that everybody said was there, every time you stayed, the longer you stayed, every minute you stayed, every step forward was you agreeing to being there and being a part of what was happening. They didn't have to literally say, hey guys, this is a ritual. It was all presented. So by then, with that in mind, you are now saying yes to what is happening to you. You are agreeing to be a part of it. And so you really have to be cautious on what you do and what you allow yourself to be a part of. You also have to educate yourself and stop thinking that everything is a joke. Not everything is a joke. I teach my children this. I am also a very spiritual person. I used to be very, very religious. I found my own spiritual path, and I educate my kids on as much as I can. I urge everyone to educate themselves and not just go off of what they hear. And really, even with your kids, what are they listening to? What is this person about? What events are they going to? Educate yourself, because spiritual warfare is a real thing. And we're going to get into that. Okay, next question. Was the eye on the stage the eye of a being that rules over that stage of hell? Yes. Wow, I had paused it for a second and it paused on 222. Love it. Is there a real spiritual war taking place right now? Yes. Is this war about balance between light and darkness? Yes. Did someone really get offered a record deal to stop speaking about this situation? Yes. Now, I asked that question because I saw, again, another video someone posted who said that they saw, I think it was the person who was there. She was saying that she did actually, there was somebody speaking out about it. They completely stopped and they told everyone they are offering me a record deal to shut the heck up because they were an artist. And then no one heard from them again. So I was curious. And so I did ask, was that true? And it said yes. Again, all of this is speculation, TikTok, and is for entertainment purposes only. Matter of fact, no, everything I'm saying is completely false and not true. And yep, we're just talking just to talk. Did they take the offer? Next question. Yes. Was this a form of energy harvesting? No. Was this a literal sacrifice to a deity? Yes. Now, again, I forgot the woman's name. She talks about her actually going to the other realm to speak with the deity, the being that is over this stage of hell. This being also, she explains, like, it wasn't malicious, like trying to fight with her. Like I said, like, everything's duality, light and dark. There's there's light. Not everything is coming after you and trying to harm you, because everything is in agreement. Your actions, things you do, your choices, they all are in agreement, which allows different beings and entities to do what they want to do. That is why I always say, like, there's nothing to be afraid of, because if you are not signing on to certain things cannot be done to you. People can send things after you, things can come and attempt, but nothing. If you ever understand, like, when people say they feel negative energy in the room, if they could do whatever they wanted to, then they would just take you and kill you right then and there. Like, if there was something that evil thing wanted to do and harm you and it had no rules, well, what would we be doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're okay. You have to, if you let things know that they are not welcome to you, that they are not like, you have to consent to things for things to happen to you. So again, when it comes to the spiritual stuff, yes, things can seem scary because it's like a realization that we are like this big compared to what we think the world is and what is involved in the world. It can be scary realizing that there are other beings, even feeling them next to you. But that's what they want. They want you to be scared. You have to open yourself up to certain things for that things to be harmful to you. If you know who you are, you know who you serve, you have a strong team, you can even confer with your team and know when and what to do in order to protect yourself. Okay. Another thing that I noticed is that there were so many people who did not, in their minds, that there was like creepiness going on, but they were like, I just had a good show. Like, I didn't experience. Two things I noticed. One, the audience was very split. There were people that had no idea what was going on. And then two, there were a lot of people who were in the trance of what was happening. They wanted to enjoy the show. They were listening to the frequencies. It had them in a certain type of trance. And they were in. Music is all frequency. There is no do research, bro. Like, you don't have to listen to what people say. Music is frequency. Whatever you listen to, 444 on the timer, whatever you listen to is what you feed yourself. So you really have to be careful with music as well. Again, if you are somebody who likes darkness, you are safe in the darkness. Liking darkness does not mean that you are not safe. You can definitely be a person of light that uses darkness to their benefit. You can also be someone who just likes darkness, and that's the side that you kick it with. It does not mean that you are not safe. You will be used for whatever you're used, just like light uses light workers. Darkness uses dark workers. Light can use dark workers. I believe that, again, duality, like all things can be true. All things don't have to be harmful. So, don't get me wrong. If you are walking into a place that looks like hell and it is all for you and you feel like, yes, I want this, then that is okay. I mean, that is your choice. But that's, again, crossroads. You have a choice. Again, I'm going to, before I do another video, I'm going to make sure that I find out that lady's name, because if you are going down the rabbit hole, her videos are great to look at because she's actually talking about the spiritual side of it, and she is someone who is far way more advanced than I am, and she can actually go through dimensions. She's actually spoken with this deity. She's talked about the souls and basically how the souls to a degree agreed to be there. She saved some of those souls, and some of the souls wanted to stay. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, just because it doesn't mean that everyone there didn't understand what was happening. Oh, that brings me to this. I completely forgot. I had a full brain fart. Maybe it wasn't for me to share. But when it comes to the party, the beings, it being a fest, it being a party, I myself have seen my own team enjoying themselves in my presence, as in partying, libations, things like that. The other realm likes to enjoy themselves. You can bring an environment where they will enjoy and they will come. Everything we do, we are doing with the spiritual realm. They do. Like, so if you venerate your ancestors, you may have experienced this too. I've literally left out drinks for my ancestors, things that they like, and went to sleep, woke up, and they were partying in my room. Literally, I could see them partying. I dreamt about the party. I dreamt about the beings that were there. Spirits like to enjoy themselves also. So when you are going to a fest, a concert, whatever festivities that you are going to, you have to really think about what energy is what kind of spirits are you celebrating with? So if it is a demonic type festival, who do you think you're partying with? You are, in fact, partying. They like to listen to music. They like to dance. People keep saying, oh, the devil was the angel of music. Look, God loves music. Music is frequency. We all love music. It's not just the devil or evil entities or darkness. All beings are music. Life is music. Plants sing. Like, music is in all of us. That's not a demonic thing.